Meet the starting lineup for the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. At guard, Devin Booker.
And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Chamberlain, Devin Booker out there with Mitchell, and it's Duncan, and it's Irving in at the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And here's Miller outside. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Mitchell. No good that time. And here are the Spurs. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home team just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Here's Booker. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah. Pass to Duncan. Booker with the screen for Duncan. Back to Booker. Here's Chamberlain. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Over Miller. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Booker making it look easy in the mid-range.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around. And the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Chamberlain, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now, here's Mitchell. Chamberlain down low. Working on Abdul-Jabbar.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Wilkins against Irving. And it's Miller atop the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Miller's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Booker. The kick out to Irving. Tries again. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Nash against Mitchell. Back to Miller. Good D by Booker. Oklahoma City trailing. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Nash. Duncan against Abdul-Jabbar. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Duncan just out-muscling the defense and finishing through the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Let's give it up for your Spurs Ice Squad.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Coming off a terrific season, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. Now, here is Barkley. Still yet to score. Miller outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. San Antonio again missing. The Thunder with the lead. Outside Irving. Booker with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Nash. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Inside. Stolen by Duncan. Irving drives in. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Barkley the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Mitchell passes to Chamberlain. Mitchell kicks to Booker. Chamberlain with a screen on Miller. And here's Booker from the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Booker's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
And Duncan gets it to go in.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now, here is Barkley. Nothing on the board. Out to Nash. Pocket 6. Miller the pass to Barkley. Over Duncan. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Booker. Over Miller. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Spurs second.
Well, you have to like the way they moved the ball last season. Guys were passing it around unselfishly. That was reflected in their assist totals.
San Antonio's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the middle, here's Miller. Chamberlain with the block.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Miller outside. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Miller's got 8.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Booker. He has 7. And stolen by Nash. Miller sets a screen for Nash. Pass to Miller. A 3-ball. 6 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now just a 5-point Thunder lead. The Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Price against Parker. Shoots over Price. It's rebounded by Unseld.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's last touched by Price. A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for the Thunder.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Now here's Parker. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot. The rebound by Larry Johnson.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And don't sleep on Baines' ability to go right to the rack. That'll happen more often than not.
And here now the Thunder following the bucket by the Spurs. And that one's good, Wagner.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
No good from Price. And Wagner's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Here is Price. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Stojakovic with the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 7. Now Wagner. Pass to Parker. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's San Antonio now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Johnson, the pass to Bain. Hits it from three-point range. Bain's got 5.
Yeah, this is why you got to stay up on Bain or pay the price.
Stoudemire with a screen on Price. Parker kicks to Stoudemire.
2 minutes.
Pass to Wagner.
2 minutes.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Holmgren can't hit.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Johnson finds Bain. Now Price. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Parker against Price. Stoudemire with a screen on Price. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Price outside. Pass to Johnson. Feeds away. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Nobody near Parker. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
They grabbed their own miss. And the rejection by Holmgren. Floats it up for Holmgren. Tie game in San Antonio. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And take a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Suns in Phoenix. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Duncan. Parker out there with Richard Hamilton. Then there's Irving. And it's Thurman in at center, locking down the middle. Now, here is Irving. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Thurman. Shot clock at 2. Or the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Hamilton's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Oklahoma City. Abdul-Jabbar up top. Barkley outside. Parker with the steal. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball.
Good, he hits again.
And he's now scored the second most points in NBA history. And don't expect him to stop there.
Year to year to year, his consistency of excellence dominates the sports headline.
And you think about what it means to pass up someone like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and now to be chasing LeBron. That's as newsworthy as you can get.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. A floater, and it's good on the way up.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Parker dishes to Hamilton. Nash against Parker. That one falls. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Barkley outside. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Duncan. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Irving. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Chamberlain's checked in for the Thunder. Booker comes in for Richard Hamilton. Barkley outside. Nash against Parker. Nash, the pass to Wilkins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barkley. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's Irving with the ball for the Thunder. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Booker outside. Fires from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds in this game. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Wilkins.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
And Booker kicks to Irving. Miller against Booker. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Booker's got 9 points.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
To the paint. Chamberlain with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Booker the pass to Mitchell. Over Nash. Almost, but it rolls out. Spurs trail by 3. Wilkins with it. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
And both free throws good for Abdul-Jabbar.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Booker looking around. Mitchell outside. From downtown, it's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 6th rebound on the night. Barkley kicks to Miller. Barkley with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Miller. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Booker, covered by Miller. Booker in the post. He's against Miller. Shots good by Booker.
Well, with that size and strength for a 2-guard, Booker is a legitimate threat even in traffic.
Pass to Barkley. Wilkins outside. Nash dishes to Miller. Back to Nash. Lets it go with a 3. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Nash has got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Mitchell against Nash. Mitchell kicks to Irving. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
And Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Thunder have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Richardson in for Devin Booker. Barkley the pass to Wilkins. Goes up on the block. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Jazz in Delta Center. It's stolen by Barkley. Down low. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. Richardson with the screen for Mitchell. Richardson outside. To the inside. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Jordy outside. It's Wilkins on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Mitchell. And the Spurs scoring again. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Holmgren kicks to Richardson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The basket counts in 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Thunder shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Duncan comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Parker subbed in for Richardson. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to one zone. Here's Price. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there. Thunder shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Deep 2 from Wagner. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's Price for 3. Kept alive. Out to Conley. Pass to Price. 6 on the shot clock. Jordy, no luck. So it's the Thunder now. Here's Hamilton. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Thunder in 4th.
Yeah, they were incredibly accurate on free throws last season. They are an organization that doesn't neglect an important part of the game.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Utah Jazz. And that one drops.
Boy, Franz Wagner, such a tremendous passer.
San Antonio trailing here. Conley, the pass to Unseld. Here's Rice. And the layup falls. Rice has got his first basket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Hamilton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Hamilton against Price. Conley, the pass to Unseld. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Few guys read the game like Conley.
Oklahoma City's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. There's Wagner with the 3. Rebounded by Doherty.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Stoudemire kicks to Hamilton. Richardson the pass to Wagner. Stoudemire setting the pick for Wagner. Shot clock at 6. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
Tony Parker is checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Price. Off target at the rim. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Thurman, guarded by Price. Doubled by Conley. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Stoudemire dishes to Parker. Connects on the 17-footer. That's now 8 points for Tony Parker.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Conley kicks to Price. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Good on the triple.
And with Price, you not only get the range, you get the consistency. One of the league's most accurate shooters.
Here's Parker. Yes, that goes in. Parker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Price. Lays it up off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. The Pacers will square off against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. That one gets going at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Two of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's going to be a fun one, guys.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oklahoma City shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Dominique Wilkins. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Barkley. Then it's Miller, and it's Nash in at the 1.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Wilkins finds Miller. And here's Nash. Spurs passing it around. 5 to shoot. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Barkley. Over Chamberlain. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And so Booker will bring it up for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. Duncan outside. Pass to Booker. Puts up a 3. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
Nash the pass to Wilkins. Tries it from 19. Thunder with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Mitchell. What a terrific move that was. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Down low. And stolen by Chamberlain. Mitchell outside. To the paint. Chamberlain down low. He's defended by Wilkins. Irving passes to Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Mitchell against Nash. The drive by Mitchell. That one drops for him.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
Nash, the pass to Barkley. Pass to Wilkins. Back to Barkley. Spins over Duncan. That's it, and the Oklahoma City leaders got down to 7 on the bucket from Barkley.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Irving looking over the floor, and then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nash, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain with the block. Nash against Mitchell. Here's Duncan. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Duncan's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Barkley outside. Back to Nash. The shot from the low post is good. Nash has got 5.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
Booker with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. Shots good by Booker.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Chamberlain on him. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th on the list, Devin Booker.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Booker the pass to Irving. Back to Booker. Duncan outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy.
Booker against Miller. And Booker kicks to Chamberlain. And Dr. J slams it in.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
Wilkins outside. And stolen by Irving. Here's Mitchell. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. It's stolen by Barkley. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Barkley's got 8.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Rice is checked in, and Mike Conley subbed in for Steve Nash. And then for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Duncan. Franz Wagner comes in for Irving, and it's Richardson in for Devin Booker. Mitchell is doubled, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires away from outside. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. To the left wing. Here's Rice. And a miss there on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Chamberlain against Abdul-Jabbar. Left side Miller. Beyond the arc. Gets that one through the hole, make them now 7 of 13 in this game.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
Chamberlain is screen. Wagner passes to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Boy, Franz Wagner, he is 6'10", folks, but really gifted offensively. Can do a little bit of everything. Nice pass there.
It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Abdul-Jabbar, it's double team. And here's Miller outside. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game. Wagner outside. Chamberlain a screen. Bounce pass Wagner. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Will keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Miller kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Rice. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Chamberlain got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Richardson the pass to Wagner. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Conley the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Looks for Barkley, gets it to him, hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Inside, here's Chamberlain. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Chamberlain got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. Barkley outside. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing, guarded by Chamberlain. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Chamberlain with a screen on Miller. Fires the three. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Stolen by Michael Conley. 11 feet away. And the rejection by Holmgren. Pushing it up. Richardson with it. Conley picks him up. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Richardson. And 11 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Conley scanning the floor. They need this. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Richardson the pass to Mitchell over Miller. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Conley against Richardson. Barkley outside. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Rice. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. Back to Conley. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Conley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Richardson outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Thunder as they end the third quarter on a 15-5 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Duncan is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Irving. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Booker in at the 2. Takes a 3. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Parker against Nash. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Abdul-Jabbar against Booker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Parker. He hits the second from the line.
You love that Devin Booker now has experienced postseason success because there were some who questioned his greatness. Now that conversation is over.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Barkley.
And that one falls for Barkley. He's perfect from the line this time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Mitchell. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter. Donovan Mitchell, adept at scoring in the paint.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. Free throw good, Nash.
What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team. And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
Irving with a clean look. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. And the Thunder lead by 18. Nash, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Booker. Another shot, and it's Mitchell missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Left side, Miller fires from the wing, and that's good off the glass that time. Miller's got 9 points here in the second half. Duncan outside. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Barkley. Pass to Nash. Back to Barkley. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Guarded by Chamberlain. 6 to shoot. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Barkley. There's Miller with the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Takes it out to Booker. The Thunder with another miss. Spurs trail by 16. Barkley dishes to Wilkins. Mitchell against Nash. Outside Wilkins. To the inside. Miller. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Miller. Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good for Miller.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Duncan with his screen on Miller. And here's Booker from the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. Barkley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Wilkins from the arc. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. For Miller, gets it to him, and the shot is good. Miller's got 26.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And here is Irving. To the paint, here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Barkley outside. Wilkins with a screen on Duncan. Barkley inside. Duncan defending. No good with the layup. Here's Irving. Pass to Duncan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Wilkins with a screen on Duncan. Barkley kicks to Wilkins. And stolen by Irving. Shoots over Wilkins.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Pass to Barkley. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Duncan. Down low, 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
And when we talk about players who don't mind shooting with a hand in their face, Kareem's at the top of the list.
Outside Irving. Up top Chamberlain. Pass to Mitchell. Puts the move on. He lays it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Spurs trail by 18. Nash, the pass to Wilkins. Over Irving. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Chamberlain a screen for 3. Mitchell hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Back to Nash. Nash with the screen for Abdul-Jabbar. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
4th personal foul. 4th team foul. Kareem.
The Thunder leading by 18. Now here's Booker. Top of the key, Duncan. Into the lane, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
This is Donovan Mitchell in his toolbox, right? Uses the shot fake, gets that defender to bite. Nicely done.
At the line for the Thunder, Donovan Mitchell taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he's already proven that in the playoffs he is willing to be a go-to scorer. He's committed to improving his game. He's got to continue to work at the defensive end of the floor.
Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he sinks the second.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Double team on Barkley. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Really left the low net. Miller's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Duncan with a screen on Miller. To the middle. It's stolen by Barkley. Double team on Barkley. On the wing, Stojakovic. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 19 points. Booker with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game. Nash kicks to Barkley. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Barkley, shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Spurs trail by 21. Pass to Miller. Back to Barkley. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Irving. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Player of the game.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And he banks in the layup. Booker's got 28.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Barkley outside. Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. Barkley kicks to Nash. 4 on the shot clock. Left side, Abdul-Jabbar shoots over Chamberlain. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 now in this quarter. The Thunder leading by 23. Parker outside. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Miller against Booker. Over Miller. Booker, no good. The Spurs shooting about 47% here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Here's Duncan. He sinks the 11-footer.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is
most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
Booker in the post. He's against Miller. Here's Chambers again with the block.
Step aside. We've got a new number 3 in career blocks.
There haven't been too many more staunch defenders in history than this man.
Only Akeem Olajuwon and Dikembe Mutombo are ahead of him. That's an intimidating pair. That's how strong he is as a defender.
So no problem for